And he said, "Here, my friend, this whole building of the management college is yours, not one building." And that upset the Pandit. He said, "यार, 55 साल मैंने सत्संग किया, प्रभु की तारीफ की, प्रभु के लोगों को बोला कि प्रभु के रास्ते पे चलो, and this guy did nothing of that. He was a rogue, बदमाश, नालायक आदमी था, पर उसको इतना पूरा बिल्डिंग दे दिया, मुझे एक ही रूम दिया, but he did not have the strength to go and fight with प्रभु. महीना, 2 महीना, 6 महीना, 9 महीना, 12 महीना चल गया, और वो सोच रहा था कि क्या करूं. Until one day, after 1 year, he had the guts. हिम्मत ली और प्रभु के सामने खड़ा हो गया. बोलता, प्रभु आपसे शिकायत. तो प्रभु बोलता, बालक बैठो, क्या प्रॉब्लम? बोलता, मेरा दोस्त. बोलता, वो टैक्सी ड्राइवर. बोलता, हाँ. बोलता, वो बड़ा अच्छा आदमी है, उड़ाओ के दिल से. आई थिंक जो मेरा मिस्टेक ही था प्रभु, आपने कुछ गलत नाम बदली हो गया, आपने उसको पूरा बिल्डिंग दे दिया. नालायक आदमी, बदमाश आदमी, हाउ कैन यू डू दैट? प्रभु से, व्हाई यू शॉकिंग? अच्छा आदमी हो तो. बोलते, नहीं, you never put 11 rupees on at your feet. आपका फ्रूट खाने का, केला, एप्पल लेके जाने का, जो भी हो प्रसाद चढ़ाने का, वो खा के लेके जाने का. मंदिर का पानी यूज किया, लोग टैक्सी में बैठने के, और गाली गलौज देने का, वो लोगों प्रेशर में, टेंशन में आने का, फुटपाथ पे चलाने का. बोलता, हाँ. बोलता, मैंने सत्संग किया, लोग सुनते थे. बोलता, हाँ, यही फर्क है आपके और उसमें. बोलता, क्या फर्क? बोलता, आपने सत्संग किया? बोलता, हाँ. सत्संग में कभी कभी लोग सो जाते, मुझे भी, मैं भी जब बयान सुनने जाता हूँ मॉस्क के अंदर, नींद अच्छी आती. सत्संग वगैरह में आप लोग को भी नींद अच्छी आ जाती होगी. I've seen people normally sleeping. तो होता है, तो बेचारा पंडित बोलता है कि प्रभु इंसान है, गलती हो जाती, थक जाते थे, लेकिन तो भी आते थे, सत्संग में बैठते थे, माफ कर दो. बोलता, वो तो माफ कर दिया हम. बोलता, लेकिन जब your friend, आपका जो टैक्सी ड्राइवर है, when he used to drive the taxi, you say the people used to get stressed, टेंशन हो जाने का, और people used to feel pressure and stress on them so much that they would suddenly remember me and say, Prabhu bachao, Prabhu bachao, Prabhu bachao. People remembered me more because of him than because of him. आपके सत्संग में लोग सो जाते थे, इनके ड्राइविंग में लोग जाते थे. So what you communicate, you never know what it means to the other person. When I say that she is my mother, it's a very beautiful word. What do you understand when I say she is my mother? Love, affection, protection, care. What else does it mean when I say she is my mother? Go ahead, I'm asking you.
Love and
okay? One who cares, who gives you food, who looks after you while you are not there. As soon as I say she is my father's wife, what happens?
you are jealous.
Your whole thinking changes. So when I communicate one word that I am thirsty, it may mean anything else. Is that clear? How to open a talk? We'll run through. Do we have time?
Yes.
You sure on that?
Yes, sir.
Another 15-20 minutes?
Yes.
No problem at all? How do we open a talk? Okay, the first one is ask a question. One of the many ways of how to open a talk, whenever you start giving a talk, you can always say, ask a question. Give me a topic, please. Any topic.
Love, sir, love.
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 Love. Okay, how would you start a topic? By asking a question. The topic is love. Very simple. Are you in love with me? When you say ask a question, any other topic, this was easy.
Nature.
Nature. Do you love nature?
Yes.
Do you love adventurous activities?
Yes.
You understand? It's one of the many ways. These are many ways of this thing. State a fact. Again a topic.
Spirituality.
You can say love again, huh? You can start with a state of fact. I don't know it. Anyway, go ahead.
Speciality. Speciality.
Speciality, okay. What else?
Yes.
Politics.
Spirituality.
It's a fact. In politics, the choice is between two devils. Speciality. It's a fact. Today, the modernization is so much that you need to be a specialist in what you do. First, we had a general physician in the earlier days. He would check your pulse and tell you what it is. Today, you have specialization where guy goes for the blood test, goes for the MRI, goes for so many scanning, and then the doctor tells you what's your problem. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Topic as per crowd or audience. What do we have? Topic as per crowd or audience. Name a topic. Don't name love, huh? Please.
Spirituality.
Sorry, come again.
Spirituality.
Spirituality. Okay, now, when I see a crowd like this, I know they are not very spiritual. I change my topic, give them examples, and then bring them on to religion path. So I need to understand my audience. If you have come to attend a satsang, then I know I need to only talk that. I don't need to give you big stories as to you need to understand your crowd. When I was sitting down with ma'am, I asked her a couple of questions. What kind of a crowd, what it is. Normally I can see the auditorium, but I've had years of experience. I'm allowed to do, the away from the. There are 44 questions you need to ask before you come on the stage to talk. Is it after lunch? It is before lunch? It is anybody speaking before me? Is there going to be a speaker after me? What kind of a crowd? Are they forced to come and sit? Are they paid to come and see? Okay, there are a whole lot of questions that we have. I have always been given after lunch to talk. And I am the most happiest. People say, why do you talk after lunch? Because the crowd feels sleepy. I have a very simple philosophy in life. Halt. And I would like to pass it on to you and share it with you. HALT. Halt means what? Stop. Right? Now halt here means, H means, if you are hungry, do not take any decision. Halt all your decisions. So after lunch, if I am talking, you are comfortable, and I am comfortable because you are not hungry. When I talk before lunch, it becomes a problem because you are in a hurry to go. I ask you now, hey, can I take another 15-20 minutes? You agree? Okay, फिर चाय टाइम होगा, वड़ा पाव का टाइम हो जाएगा, अलग बात. H means you are hungry, do not take any decision. Halt. A means what? Angry. If you are angry, halt all your decision. Avoid it. L means what? No, if you are in love, take the decision, get married. Yeah, please. Is that clear?
Laziness.
Loneliness. If you are lonely, don't take decision. HAL. If you are lonely, do not take a decision because this is going to be your problem. You will do whatever the person tells you. Because you are lonely, वो तो company चाहिए, चलो picture में, exam गया कल, no problem आज picture में जाता है. That's what loneliness does to you. And T for? There's the division, tension and tired. It is tired. My mother was very good with me. At 10:30, 11 she would come. He said, "Beta, kal parcel लेके जाना है मेरी sister के." And I would be really tired at the end of the day. And I would say, "Mama, सोने दो." कहता बेटा खाली promise कर दे कि तू कल ले जाए. Now in the tiredness, I would say, "हाँ mama, कल ले जाऊँगा सुबह." 7 o'clock in the morning, she'll be ready with the parcel. And I would say, "Mama, but I haven't known. You cheated on me." I was tired. He said, "No, beta, promise is a promise. Take it." And this carried on for years between me and her. And of course, I would do it for her. But she had this very style of get decision for me when I'm tired. And if she had some personal work, I'm nothing from her. If she had any personal work, I would come back from work and she would give me my dinner. She would look after me, fill me up. Suddenly that toolkit will come out. So I have to do all this. But after I was well fed. But the hungry part and the tired part she took care of, I learned it from her. Now we come back to use an exhibit or a photograph. How to open a talk using a photograph or an exhibit. What do we understand by this? You have these pointers which are very good while training. Now what do you understand by this? So there are pointers available when you are using in the training. Now when I show you a pointer and when I point it, to use a pointer while training, then you understand it becomes more effective because you are showing it, exhibiting it. She is beautiful. And you say who? But if I show you a photograph, then I showed you that smile one. Okay, or this voice modulation or that eye contact one, that lovely beautiful girl with an eye contact and a child with an eye contact. Okay, so very important that use an exhibit or a photograph. Begin with a quote. Last 18 years of my 33 years as a trainer, I've been trying to reduce my weight. I cannot because twice a week I get invited by Lions Club, the Rotary Club, the NGOs, somewhere like this, as Madam Fortius promised me a lot of things after the training. Okay, I cannot lose my weight because of them. Free lunches, free dinners, free snacks. Is that clear? And why do I get invited? Not because I have that experience, because I know 25 quotes or 50 quotes, more than enough for people to invite you. If you know 50 quotes, 25 stories, just 15 shahiri vagere, okay, and you'll be the most welcome speaker in any Lions Club. Hota aake 40 minutes bolo, half an hour you speak, 10 minutes question and answer, and they only meet because they want to drink and eat. So you get invited. Give me a topic, I'll show you how to use a quote. Any quote.
शायरी
quote and topic please. शायरी तो बहुत है यार, कभी फुर्सत में मिल पूरी रात जब दो दोस्त मिलते हैं ना तो वो ऐसी हालत हो जाती है. Anyway, any topic please. Culture. Okay. Now, I'll give an example. The topic is culture. How do you use a quote in a culture? Okay, simple. Here I'm talking about culture. I start with a quote. Man makes history and not the other way around. In periods where there is no leadership, the society stands still. When a courageous and skillful leader takes this opportunity, he or she changes things for the better. Amongst us, we have such a high advance, we should give you that magic formula. Compliment the audience. How do you compliment the audience? As a speaker, as a trainer, thank you for being wonderful audience, okay? The best crowd I've had in 33 years of my training. Okay? Thank you for listening to me patiently. Sometimes I forced you to listen to me. Anyway, please, if I turn around saying it is the best audience that I have had in my 33 years of a career as a trainer, पीछे से आवाज आएगा फेंक रहा है. तो ये तो सबको बोलता हूँ. You've been a very intelligent crowd. बेवकूफ बना रहा है. How do you compliment the audience? How do you compliment the audience?
by taking their feedback.
Giving that feedback, okay? काफी लंबा प्रोसेस हो जाता है. और मेरी स्पीच के से मेरा फीडबैक ज्यादा लंबा हो गया. How do you compliment the audience? Simple 2 words. Thank you and sit down. Please do not get into any controversy. Best crowd, a crowd. Okay, don't expose yourself to all this. Just say thank you, sit down. और थोड़ी तालियां चाहिए तो बोला थैंक यू and do this, so they clap also. There has to be an actor. Okay, this is what I am trying to tell you. A humorous close, yes, a humorous close is important. Do not start with a joke. The reason is that the person will not take you seriously. जैसे यार एक की स्पीच में मजा आएगा, सॉलिड ह्यूमर होने वाला है. 15 मिनट के बाद there is no more joke. ऑडियंस आएगा बोलते एक जोक का स्पीच. A whole lot of people they can assume things. They assume things. A humorous close is welcome, not starting. One of my favorite is talking to a crowd like this. Only thing is कि यार थोड़ा उल्टा हो गया. I started at 50, I ended up with 150 people. But here there was a guy who gave a speech where 50 people were there. After 15 minutes, 25 left the audience. They left the auditorium, they went up. After another 15 minutes, 13 people left, only 12 people left. Over here a small group. The speaker was told 1 घंटा बात करने का आपको इतना पैसा मिलेगा बस. तो बोलता आधा घंटा हो गया, no problem, crowd चलेगा, मुझे क्या देना देना. He kept on looking at the wall, कभी आधा घंटा बात. After another 15 minutes, another 6 people left. Another 5 minutes, 3 people left. Last 10 minutes, only 3 people were left. Last 5 minutes, only 1 person was left. He carried on speaking, talking to the guy. Finally, he said, "Thank you very much for listening." He got up and said, "Sir, I am the watchman of this place. Audience कौन रहेगा, कब रहेगा, कैसे रहेगा, you never know. But it is very simple. And who that last person is, he may be the watchman or the caretaker. If you go after that, he locks it and closes. A humorous close is welcome. You can end with a quote. Give me a topic again.
Management.
Management. Great. Success comes to those who act and dare. It seldom goes to the timid and weak. It is achieved through great dangers, difficulties and obstacles. Ladies and gentlemen, to be a success, you need to go through dangers, difficulties and obstacles. You can end with a quote. Why am I saying this? Over the years of experience has taught me, it's not that I'm just being honest with you. If you really know a handful of code, you can use it to make your career, your life more flourishing, more better. That's what I'm saying. Topic. There are speakers, there are trainers who will come. जैसे कि ये इसमें ये code use करने का. Why am I saying that give me a topic? Because then it is not made up. I don't want you to go back home and say that I'll be finishing in 5 minutes. Yeah, see, I didn't say that. Okay, anyway. You can end with a poem. Topic. Communication. Excellent. Sitting still and wishing makes no person great. The good Lord sends the fishes. You need to dig the pit. Is that clear? You can end with a poetry. There are many things that you can add. Summarize all you have said. You know what it is. Correct? Listen. Summarize all you said. Climax. Let us take. Climax is not I'm talking about, 3 बच्चे थे अमर अकबर एंटनी बचपन में बिछड़ गए. After 3 hours they meet again. There are 13 of them. वो 3 बच्चे, उनकी 3 बीवी, उनके 3 बच्चे. Now उनके माँ बाप 11 और 2 नेबर. 13 हो गया ना. Now I don't want climax like this. A climax has to be something very different. Like if you're talking of pollution, that time will come when the pollution will be so bad that you will be wearing oxygen mask even in your bedroom. And then kissing becomes a problem. Is that correct? Okay, I do not have much to say, so I will end over here. And then I would say, अच्छा इसका माल खत्म हो गया, अभी आपको question चाहिए. Please avoid saying, I do not have much to say, so I will end over here. Two simple words, thank you and move on. Anything that you would like me to share with you more, or anything that you would like to share with me, please let me know before I really move on or we wind up. Anything that you would like to share, anything that you would like to share with me, please. Anything that you want me to cover a little bit. My communication is a 40-hour training. And in advanced communication, when I do corporate, it is 80 hours. 80 hours of communication. I'm doing my PhD in communication. I've done my certification from US. Communication, you wake me up at 2 o'clock in the night, I don't need any of these. That's why I got EC and then I got 4 hours of that. Okay, V and I got for 2 hours on voice modulation.
What exactly did you
Sorry, the question what I can follow is that in my giving presentation you forget one prize.
Yes.
Slide, you finish one slide, you forget.
Okay, one topic.
Okay,
And I have to continue move forward.
okay,
Third topic.
okay.
What can I do?
You move on to the third topic, you carry on.
But I have to link in between.
But then you go back again, no? He said, I'm going on to this slide now. I'm jumping onto it because I think this is more important to cover first. And then slightly go back again. You get what I'm saying? Diplomacy is the best thing. Are you following me? Okay, you give me an example.
Like,
Come here.
no, it's okay.
Come, there is no problem, please. I need to understand what you are saying. We can help you out. Most difficult thing is done. Very good.
If slides are there, then it's okay.
Okay.
But if the data is quantitative, then
Now, if many a times there are a lot of things that come back to you in mind, and if it's important that you have forgotten that second slide, from first slide you jump to the third slide, without any PowerPoint. PowerPoint helps you agree. Please apologize and go back to the second slide. You can apologize, say, I missed out something very important, let me recover this so that there can be a link for the third slide. There is no harm in the speaker saying sorry. There is no harm. Is that clear? Like many a times, when very good that is brought it up, that as a speaker when you will come around, okay, you are not supposed to, they say sorry. But if you are late, you should say sorry. If you give in, because there is a whole topic of IPEAA. That is, we have informative speeches, we have persuasive speeches, we have appreciative speeches, we have a whole lot of these barriers. And in one of the speeches, we say that you must learn to say sorry. Because that informative speeches mean, please do not give wrong information. You understand? When you talk of informative, who are the informative speakers? Trainers, teachers, newsreaders. These are informative speakers. Who are the appreciative speakers? People will give vote of thanks and all. People who will say, okay, you've done well, you got 95%, okay, you are appreciative. These are appreciative speakers. Then there are people who are inspirational speakers. You can have songs on inspirational speakers. They are like, Sare Jahan se Acha Hindustan Hamara. You have a whole lot of these things. Inspire. They are the people who are never paid. Inspirational speakers. Unless you are Lata Mangeshkar and give a song. You get your answer? If you missed out a slide, please say sorry, I have missed out something very important. Let me cover up that, then I'll take you back to this slide. Is that good? Thank you. Many a time I missed out a lot of things and I brought it back in my conversation on eye contact and other things. If you remember talking about my father and me and all that, I could have covered that in eye contact. But I remembered later on, 20 minutes down, I could have covered this, which I did. Anything else? Any other thing that you would like to share? I am against trainers asking any questions, please. I am against that because it shows my attitude. Any question may answer kar sakta hu. No. Anything more you want me to share? Anything that you would like to share? Anything more that you want me to cover? If I can, I will help you out. Do not have an attitude. Any questions, please? There are geniuses who do that. I am not. I have to even work after 33 years, prepare my note and come here. Anything else, please? यार कुछ तो शेयर करो हमारे साथ. शायरी बोलने वाले. किसको सुनना है शायरी? I give you a शायरी, you will give your शायरी. Which one you want? On what topic do you want? You want on love? You want on death? You want on rain? Okay, we'll give you one on love. Okay? There were two lovers playing in the rain. And the girl is telling the friend of his, come, let's play in the rain, it's so much fun. तो इनका एक आवाज निकलता है and he says कि बरसात की मजा लेनी है, बरसात की मजा लेनी है, आओ इन आंखों में बैठो, वो बरसों में बरसती है, ये बरसों से बरसती है. What I am saying is again, we talk of topics, you can correlate it to anything. But even the same, if you really want, which I give you a lot of examples of quotes and stories, but even in shairis, you can use it to your advantage. Same thing on love, which आदमी दुखी हो जाए. Okay, when they were in love, the lady used to come in burqa, and he could not see her face. Then one day, he passes away. And the lady comes to the graveyard to put flowers. Okay? तब मज़ार से आवाज़ आता है. ये एक मोहब्बत की बात है कि मज़ार से आवाज़ आता है. आए वो हमारी मज़ार पे घूंघट उतार के, हमसे तो अच्छी नसीब है हमारी मज़ार है. You understand? How you can convert this story and twist it. Please learn 50 quotes, 25 stories, 15 shairis, and you will put on weight like me. You are invited. Is that clear? Anything else, please? Very. Sorry, come again.
Sir, is it always necessary to keep smiling during the presentation? Because while you are smiling, the opponents think that you are just fooling around there.
No, you felt I was fooling around? No, man, I said smile. I'm glad. What's your name?
Fine.
Payal, very good. I remember starting in those years when I became a trainer, there are 17 occasions where you are asked to give a speech. Wedding anniversary, wedding day, child is born, your birthday, new home, condolence, various things. And in fact, in 1998, Indian Express has covered a full half page. The best trainer in town, speak easy. And in one of those ladies, Sri Rekha, she asked me to give a talk when a divorce is taking place. I did that, the paper cutting is there, 1998, 24th February, March, where they cover the thing. And when I started my training, and I said you need to have a smile. And on this occasion, I asked them to prepare 30 seconds on any of these 5 occasions out of the 70 to come and give a speech. And I had this one guy who said, I'm going to talk about the death of my friend. And he had a smile. I said, boss, तुम मरने वाले की बात करो. तो सर आपने बोला smile करो. So you need to identify when you need to smile, when you need to laugh, and when you need to cry.
No, sir, the topic is like
Any topic like that, you can always see. Basically, communication is what? It's a lot of body language. I said that eye contact, voice modulation, and body language. It is emotion in motion. If I'm going to say anything that you would like to share with me, and I'm going to smile and say it, they will not take me seriously. Okay, so I need to be said. Is there something that I'm missing out, man? Now I'm serious. They're talking, but suddenly they have an eye contact and they keep quiet. You understand? So that's what happens. Is that clear? Anything else, please? I'm sorry, but you made a perfect example. They call it guinea pigs. Okay. Anything, please? I'll end with a couple of stories. The index finger says, I don't agree with you. This is the finger of judgment. I am more important than you. I am more powerful than you. I am the boss of this hand. They agreed. They said, okay. Suddenly after a year, the ring finger says, I am the boss of the hand. They said, why do you say that? But I actually wear the crown. I wear diamonds, I wear everything, sapphires, I wear the crown, I am the boss. Both the middle finger and the index finger said, okay, you are the boss. After a few months, the thumb says, I don't agree with you. जब मैं ऐसा करता हूँ तो आप लोग मेरी मुट्ठी में हैं, अंदर, ऐसा करता हूँ तो भी मुट्ठी में है. This gives life, this gives you the sentence. They agreed. Couple of years go by. The small finger says, I am not the boss of the hand. I am not the boss of the hand. I don't want to be the boss of the hand. मैं छोटी हूँ लेकिन प्यारी हूँ. छोटी हूँ लेकिन प्यारी हूँ और सबकी वाली हूँ. मैं इतना जानती हूँ कि जब भी कोई इबादत के लिए, कोई पूजा के लिए, कोई प्रार्थना के लिए जब आदमी भगवान के सामने खड़ा होता है तो सबसे आगे मैं. What am I trying to tell you from this little story is that whatever your caste, creed, religion, your background may be, you are still loved by the Almighty God. You have come here with a purpose to do something in life. Please do not waste it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, from each section, I want one student on a voluntary basis to give us a feedback of sir's session, which I will be mailing to him. So I'm not nominating anyone. You just raise your hand from A section. Who would want to do that? Give a feedback on sir's session. Please, A section.
Friends and Swati ma'am, I would like to thank you, sir, for coming here and for sharing your thoughts and for telling us such an important thing about communication, and that will, as you said, it will be helpful for our entire life ahead. And thank you for all the short stories and motivational thoughts that you gave and the activities which you held. Thank you so much, sir.
Just the thing that I just realized. Okay. Please have your hands here in the front. There are two reasons for it. It's easy to move it around. Now this is what happens in training. Only when you do it and just catch up with you what you should have done. Have your hands around here, which is easy to move around. Okay? Whenever you have your hands over here, you are not getting punished. You are not getting punished here. Do not have that attitude over here. Have it here, easy to move it. Whenever you are tensed up, what do you normally do? Keep your hands pressed. Okay, that's one. Second thing is, in case someone throws something at you, you can protect yourself. If you have your hands over here, just imagine you have your hand over here, rather than someone throw something, before you get it up, you got hit. Is that clear? Great, have a